What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains Short Edition. I am self-aware narcissist Lee Hammock. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how some narcissists or toxic people will rush to meet your family, will rush to introduce you to their kids, because you know narcissists and toxic people move fast. 5 minutes or less, like and subscribe. Thank you. So we all know that narcissists and toxic people typically try to move very fast in the beginning of a relationship. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So one way that a narcissist could be moving fast in their relationship is by trying to meet your kids extremely early, by trying to meet your parents extremely early, by trying to get integrated into your life extremely fast. Because the faster they can establish those ties, the more you think that they are serious about being with you for an extended period of time. And the opposite can be true as well. They can have you meet their kids extremely fast. They can have you meet their parents extremely fast. I've talked to people that have met the parents on the first or second date, which is kind of wild. This person is lucky enough that she said her kids hated her person, so she got out of it pretty easily. But sometimes the kids take a liking to that person and make it harder for you to leave, which is the intent of that narcissist or toxic person. Because if those kids like me, then it'd be harder for you to X me out of their lives, because your kids would be mad at you, right? Or the same is true if your parents like me. Where'd he go? So welcome back. You couldn't read the text on the screen. It says, he pushed to meet my kids so early. They both hated him when I finally let them, and it helped make leaving him easier. You see that? It goes right there, y'all. Narcissists and toxic people typically like to move fast. Typicles is the Greek god of moving fast. Typicles, they typically like to move extremely fast, y'all, because the faster you move, the more likely you are to miss red flags. The faster the relationship dynamic is going, the more likely you are to miss red flags, the more likely you are to miss out on what your understanding and things like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, they'll try to, and the faster you move, the faster you establish these attachments to people, the more likely they are to stay with you. So as a narcissist, yeah, I'm going to I'm going to rush you to meet my kids. I'm going to rush to meet yours. I'm going to rush to meet the parents. I'm going to rush you to meet mine, because, you know, introducing somebody to your parents is a big step, right? It's a loving step, correct? So because when somebody introduces you to their parents, you automatically think this person is serious about you. You mean? And I tell people, like, sometimes if a narcissistic person or whatever is trying to introduce you to their parents really fast after the first date, after the second date, I want you to meet my mom or whatever. If you happen to do that, if you happen to meet the parents, gauge who they are, gauge their interest, gauge their personalities, gauge their temperament. Because sometimes you can tell if they bring a lot of men or women around them. Like, oh, you just another one. Here we go. How long this one gonna be around? You know what I mean? And like I said, narcissistic, toxic people like to rush, move steps, likes to get you attached to them quicker. Not just through, clapping cheeks or whatever. I'm talking about they like to get you attached to them quicker by introducing you to their own kids. They might bring their kids on the first or second date. I've heard of this before. You know what I mean? They might try to get you meet your kids after the first or second date. They might talk about getting married after the first or second date, the first 2 weeks and things like that. That's why I tell y'all to slow the hell down. Slowing down, setting boundaries, and telling people no will save y'all so much time, effort, energy, and peace. I promise you. It is just so much chaos. It just will. They'll push you, and like I said, if somebody meets your kids and your kids don't like them, yeah, that ain't one of the biggest damn red flags. And if y'all force y'all kids to like your significant other because you're in love, or you got the cheek, they clap their cheeks real good, or they put the cheeks on you real good, then y'all just use context clues. If you force your kids to like a toxic ass person, this person said it helped make leaving him easier. So because the kids didn't like it. So thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Don't let them establish those ties or those attachments really quickly, because it makes it hard. The faster you establish these attachments, the harder it is for you to leave this person. The harder it is for you to break up with them or just get rid of them and things like that. Anyway, y'all, like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace.